In this episode of Let's Build a Bikini Bottom, we're going to be building the agricultural area of the city, which will be the farm, the Bikini Bottom top hit, and Flapjacks and Captain's Blue House. Yo, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Build the Bikini Bottom. This is episode 16, where we're going to be building a brand new area of the city, which is our farming district, in this case the farm. Now yes, in the original, there was actually somehow located right next to the Krusty Krab restaurant, but we can't do that here, so I decided to locate it a little bit farther out. So this is kind of our Thanksgiving special here. Well, I celebrated Thanksgiving like 2 weeks ago, it's like 2 months ago. While in America, it was like 2 weeks ago, so this was a late Thanksgiving special, but it's still the holiday season, so this counts. But also, the reason why I'm doing this upload a little later, because I'm gonna be changing my upload schedule to be every 2 weeks instead of every week. That just gives me more time to actually make, I think, a more full episode rather than just one single house and then that, and it just got too short. So I think this is a lot better, more entertaining for not just me but for everyone else to do like more stuff at once. So this is why I did that, and instead of just doing the farm in this episode and then Captain's Blue House and Flapjacks House in the next one, I just decided to do them both together. So you get like 2 episodes in one episode in a way, which I think works out much better. Which means the next episode will be the Christmas special, so I think you all will enjoy that. So to start this off with, I did the actual farm, which was like the farm blocks I placed there on the hills on the side, which is mostly going to be potato, carrots, whatever you find in the farm, just to make it look better on the hills as well. And then I decided to expand kelp forest by quite a bit, not as dense as originally by where the parachute is. But I need to do that just because I think I need to extend it, because I need to put in a few more buildings inside kelp forest, like the Stinky Burger shop for example, and more shops and stores and whatever needs to be in there. So I did need to expand that. Right now I'm just doing the farm still. Like these are huge farms. Like if you've ever been to these agricultural areas before, they are huge. We need a lot of space, so that's why we had to make a lot of lots to feed all the citizens of Bikini Bottom and beyond. And with that, what I did was I placed simply the farm block with some water in between so it can wet up all the soil, and I think the combo looks good. It doesn't look too plain or anything like that, and it's gonna look even better once you actually put in the seeds and the crops and other good stuff. And of course some simple infrastructure fixes between the farms and the water and all that good stuff. Well, in this water, I mean goo, the goo which is underwater. And then this is how I place down the kelp, which is just red sand for the leaves with some water, some random stuff, and go all the way beyond to the outer part. And you can see some of the pirate ship there in the top right, which I built into the Halloween kind of special. I don't even know why I call these special. It's not really special. It's just, I think, very cool builds, which I think themed nicely to what's actually going on. So that's why I do that. And I think it's looking pretty well. And like I said, we still have a lot of specials, quote-unquote specials coming up, like the Thanksgiving one. Sorry, the Valentine's Day one. Okay, this is the actual barn. This is actually the main building. This is where one day Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob Patrick to work on the farm to, I guess, make money, whatever. And this is like the silo next to it. And inside the barn, well, first I had the texture at first, but inside the barn is this weird cow jellyfish, which is very awkward. I haven't really watched the newer episodes here, so I don't know this episode too well compared to the older ones. But yeah, that is the cow jellyfish, which they actually had to milk. I hope that went well for them, because I actually don't remember how that went, but let's hope it went well. And then of course the front yard, and we could put some farm animals in the front there. A weird green grass patch there, and this is where the chickens or the clams, the baby clams were housed inside that little house there. And yeah, there's a few clams in there. There's at least, I don't know, 8 of them in there, and there's really not much to it. And blah. Moving along, we're gonna be placing more pins. So the top right is the worm pen, I'm pretty sure. This is where they Post-One Patch was involved in doing something, feeding them, something like that. Put some hay bales, some leaves, mowing them stuff, just make it look more like a actual farm where base operation kind of starts. and all that, and there's really nothing much to it, literally. I mean, all this work just to build this one area, which is the actual farm. And like I said, this would usually in the original show be located right next to Krusty Krab at one time, but of course that is not reality, so that's why so far, so I put it like closer to like this part of the map, which is like just outside of the South Mountain area. And we must not forget that this farm also generates its own energy. So we have this little windmill being built in the middle of one of the wheat farms here. And it has turbines on the top, and it will generate power for at least, or whatever. I don't even know what is power. I assume it's just power, but it could be really anything. But you know, farms have windmills for a reason, and we go figure out one day, and go of course have to now grow everything, make sure everything is nice and greenery, and make it look like actual plains in the middle of the Bikini Bottom, or at least on the edges of it. So remember when that one time when SpongeBob lost his bathroom key from Mrs. Puff? And then at the last minute he remembers, oh yeah, I need to return it back to Mrs. Puff before I drown in the tar pit, which we're rebuilding, the Bikini Bottom tar pit. That bathroom key was so powerful it made SpongeBob survive being like sucked into the tar pit. Hey, I forgot to return Mrs. Puff's bathroom key. We may actually get out of this. Let's not give up. Let's return that key and nothing else matters. So yeah, that's the Bikini Bottom tar pit, and the blue stuff there. This is actual tar, and so you do not want to step foot in there, or you will drown like the rest of the bones you see in there. So that's a big clue to stay far away. And right next to the farm in that area is actually rock bottom. You can see some rock bottom right there in the distance, in the ravine, and of course ends at the tar pit, because where else is a better place to put a tar pit? I'm also gonna put the colorful DC rocks probably down there as well, but that's for a future one. It won't be a full episode like that, just a quick sketch or spill, let's say. So this right here is Uncle Captain's blue house. You see it's very blue, very blue, with some iron blocks and some glass and basic stuff. Very simple house to make. Certainly one of the easier ones. This is the garage. This is the episode when SpongeBob had to look for Flapjack, because we all thought Flapjack kidnapped SpongeBob's mom and dad. So went to Uncle Captain's Blue to actually locate where Uncle Jack, or Captain Jack, whatever his name is, Flapjack or whoever, is actually located. And to my surprise and to everyone's surprise, it wasn't that hard to find. And you'll see why in a little bit. So that's us doing the bedroom, the kitchen, bathroom, all that normal house stuff. I mean, I don't have to say it because we do this every single time, but right next door is Flapjacks House. Don't ask how we missed this, but or how SpongeBob or everyone else missed this, but yeah, it's literally right next door. It's just more like a haunted house. Kind of reminds me of the Courage House from Courage the Cowardly Dog in a way. Right next to it is the car depot, and I had to rebuild the gable because I messed it up, because it's not they didn't want to make it flat. I want to make it kind of low to the ground, not so steep, because that's how it is in the actual show. And this is the inside. There's nothing too special. It's literally just a raw shell of itself. That room you saw earlier with the colorful walls, that's the basement, and that's where they were celebrating Flapjack being released from prison for littering. That was his big crime, littering, and the parents came and thought it was kidnapped, but no, it was actually just a reward party or whatever, celebration. And there we go, we'll go end things off with the magic shop. A place where you could buy your magical cards, or maybe your trading card could be bought in there, who knows, but that's a card shop. So let's take a look at cinematics, and I'll be with you with the walkthrough. Alrighty, welcome to the walkthrough. We're going to be taking a look at all these houses and the farm. So starting off here, we have the magic shop, and there's really nothing too much here. I didn't even put a back to it, because it doesn't need a back. This is like literally downtown. Well, it's going to be downtown at least. So there's no need to put its own like parking and blah blah blah. And I don't need all that stuff anyways. It's a Bikini Bottom. It's not like a city or anything like that, or a real city. But yeah, this is the magic shop. Just some bookshelf, the counter, got the register. and all that stuff. So yep, magic shop. And this here is Uncle Captain Blue, and the only part that's actually appeared in the actual show is actually this garage right here. This is where his record player was, the clock, the shovels, and the lawnmower. Remember when SpongeBob had to cut all his grass and all that, and chop the seaweeds and do all that, and that's pretty much all that was. And in here is all like custom made by me. The TV room, living room, office. What else is there? The kitchen. That's the garage, like I said before. It should be a doorway there, but I forgot to put one there. And I don't think I really want one there anyways, honestly. And here is, of course, the bedroom, and of course some other rooms, the office area, closet, and a shower, full bathroom. So it has a nice shower and a toilet right next to the front door. Because I went next to the bathroom door, because why not? And coming downstairs, we go right next to Flapjack's house. And Flapjacks House isn't that interesting either. Well, it's really interesting. In here looks kind of creepy and very raw. Like, I didn't even put in the furniture. I should put in a kitchen, should I? But I doubt this house even has a kitchen in real life. The bedroom, the attic, blah, 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 all that good stuff. But what's most importantly is where SpongeBob's parents were kidnapped, which was in this beautiful, best looking room inside the house. The basement. And this is where they celebrate Flapjack being freed from prison for littering. So yeah, those are the two houses, the store, and this is the random house that had that red canopy there. So, you know, I need to add that. So continuing along here, we're going towards the ravine right now, where rock bottom is at. Let me just cut there. So after some long flying, we finally reached the tar pits. This is where SpongeBob lost his we found his bathroom key inside his wallet, and remember, I need to survive this to return Mrs. Puff's bathroom key, or I don't know, something bad will happen. That's a sign that says Bikini Bottom tar pit, and there's some skulls to remind you not to go in here, or you might suffer some severe consequences. Like, look at that. And that is Mount Bikini Bottom, the most miserable person's house, which helped save all of the Bikini Bottom, which is down there somewhere. And here is the farmlands, the plains of the Bikini Bottom. Nothing too much to say here. I'll go build sticky burgers, but I decided not to, just because I want to do that next time, just to, I don't know, I'd rather build those two houses I wanted to build for a while, and leave the sticky burgers and the other stuff I plan to build there for another time. But this is the farm. I think this farm turned out pretty beautiful, especially from above. It looks really good, I would say. And of course, the dirt texture just adds an extra detail to it. And inside here is nothing too much. It's really just the worms, the triangle, which is there for some reason, that SpongeBob and Pat rang. And we have the floaty cow jellyfish, which probably produces milk or something like that. Here's some, that's visibility. Let's get some milk. There we go. So you get some cow milk. Maybe put an frame there to make it more obvious or something. It's a thing that produces milk, I assume. So that's it. That's pretty much it for Bikini Bottom. I mean, for this episode of Bikini Bottom. I think it turned out pretty well. I hope you enjoyed the episode and the walkthrough and all that stuff. And next one will be the Christmas special. So I hope to get to some more recognizable buildings after this. But this is something I just needed to do, just to complete this area and complete Kelp Falls and all that stuff to make the city more like continuous, I guess you can say. But yeah, so I hope you all enjoy. If you like it, you know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. And I catch you all in the next one. This is some carrots right there. Carrot farm. No, potato farm. Ah, crap. And wheat, potato, and carrots, I think. Alrighty, folks. I see you all in the next one. Take care and bye-bye. See ya.